And that track, Angel's Wings. You were telling me during that track, well, that was playing on there, that you were telling me off air, that track it doesn't have a proper chorus, is that right?
Well, not this one in particular. This one does have a proper chorus, but some of the tracks, some of the poems that Anastasia wrote that are set to music, sometimes, in order not to leave anything out, I ended up with different choruses throughout. One in particular was, let me see the name, it's If I Could Only Touch Dad's Loving Heart of Gold. It's got 3 choruses because I didn't want to leave anything out, but at the same time I was aware that they were quite long, so rather than repeating parts as a chorus, I sort of used different words each time for some of them. Yeah.
Can it be quite tricky to do that, a track with different choruses, or is that fairly easy?
It can be, because the structure of the words for the chorus needs to be the same each time, you know, because you're fitting them to the same music. But then that's the same with the verses as well. People used to write poetry that everything rhymed and the rhythm was very kind of definite, and that was dead easy for people to set that to music. But the more modern poetry doesn't always have a rigid rhythm. Sometimes that varies throughout it, maybe for a purpose as well. So that was something that I had to keep paying attention to, and maybe sometimes that was why I maybe changed the structure slightly to take the poem from poem to lyrics.
Sure. Okay, well, so we've just been listening to all your music on CD. Now, do you do a lot of gigs and concerts? Do you do a lot of those?
I do a lot of gigs in nursing homes where I sing a lot of different songs. Well, some of the songs that I've recorded I sing in the nursing homes, particularly some of the Scottish-Irish songs. But I also sing a lot of songs from the wartime, songs from the music hall and from musicals as well. Years ago I would have looked down my nose at some of the songs that I sing in the nursing homes, which, I've had to eat humble pie about that, because they're much more important songs than I ever gave them credit for. I watched a programme about Gracie Fields a couple of years ago before I started doing concerts in nursing homes, and I was really impressed by her whole motivation, because all the songs that she was singing them to lift people at a time that was really scary for people, a time when people were losing members of their family and didn't know what tomorrow was going to bring. And so all these songs that sound jolly and frivolous and that a lot of us have looked down our nose at musically, they're really special songs. They're really important songs because they did lift people at those times. And I'm finding now that when I go to nursing homes and sing those songs, especially for residents in nursing homes that have dementia, it makes them come alive, and you see a completely different person while I'm singing those types of songs, and they join in and they get up and dance, and you see the happiness that it gives them, and you realise they're really, really special songs if they can do that, if they can turn something back on in a person.
And that's fantastic what music can do, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's an incredible power that it's got. Yeah.
So would you like to do more concerts and gigs into the brand new year?
Yeah. The concerts in the nursing homes have been absolutely great for me, and I want to obviously continue doing them, but they've boosted my confidence so much that I can now think about doing gigs in other places, doing my own music and some of the music that I wouldn't do in nursing homes. So that's something for the new year that I'm really hoping is going to take off. I had a launch night for my CD Unbroken Dreams in St Laurence's Hall on the 7th of December, and it was a lovely night, and again that gave me a real boost as well, because gigging is quite scary for people, especially when they're starting out, and not every audience is sympathetic. and so you have to have a certain amount of confidence before you can start that, and so I think I'm at that point now where I can take that step.
Good. So people can just get in contact with you online if they wish to ask you to come to their events.
Yes,
to sing.
Yeah, they can do. Yeah, and again, or they can phone me on 01475 713 413. And it's, a lot of people know me anyway, so just stop me in the street.
That's the way to do it.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think's better? Do you think? Do you prefer live music, singing in concerts and gigs you've done in the past, or on CD?
I like
recorded music. What's best for you? I
like both. In the past, the recording was kind of the only thing I could do because I didn't have the confidence to do anything else, and I was always worried about, I wanted things to be perfect, so in the studio you can say, no, that's not good enough, and you can do the whole thing again. And I'm one of these people that has to start at the beginning and do the whole thing again. I'm not really into dipping in and out and just correcting little bits here and there. I'm not keen on that. So that's been really good, and it's certainly helped me to listen to myself and know where I need to work on, and I think it's good to continue to record, because it does help you to polish your performance. But live performance is great because you get feedback from people, and you know whether what you're doing is of any value.
You see your listeners, don't you?
Yeah, and certainly if you're doing the right thing, then you get good feedback, and that's really, really good.
Good. And you would like to do more in the new year?
Yeah, I would like to do more live performance, yeah.
Good stuff. Well, thank you for joining us here in the studio today, and thank you for promoting your album. Just before you go, just please remind us, where can people get the album and how much again? Yep,
the Unbroken Dreams album is £5, and you can get that from Adlib Music or from myself. The Footprints of Memories is a double album, so it's £10, and you can get that from Adlib Music in Greenock as well, or from Ardgowan Hospice Access Centre, or the Ardgowan Hospice shop in the Oak Mall, or from myself, or from Anastasia Williams as well. So, and she's easy to find on Facebook, because if you just put in Anastasia Williams into your Google search bar, she'll come up on the first page as well.
And it's all to great causes. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's all to great
that's
causes.
the thing.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us here in the studio today. Is there anything else you wish to talk about or promote here on Inverclyde Radio?
No, I think that's everything. Thanks very much. You're really good at asking questions, because that way I don't forget anything.
Indeed.
Thanks very much.
No problem. Bye now.
Thank you.